More than 2,000 illegals were in fact released, including at least 10 considered what they call level 1 offenders, 4 of whom have since been re-arrested. Well, whatever the case, it's got Arizona Republican Governor Jan Brewer shaking her head and shaking her fist. She joins me right now. Bottom line was they disavowed this notion that there were thousands of horrible, illegals wanting to do harm out on the streets, when in fact they've called back a number of them, and they do now say that there were a good many more than they first said. What do you make of this?
Well, Neil, it's absolutely outrageous. The whole episode has been nothing but a charade. This bombastic reporting and information that we've been fed by this administration is just, it just simply is just not right. We need good, solid information. They tell us hundreds have been released and thousands have been released. They tell us that at, all low level. We know now that that's not a fact. And yet we still can't get any really pertinent information from Homeland Security.
Do you ask, Governor? In other words, when they talk about these 10 who were more serious issue cases, do they tell you, Governor, they're from your state? Governor, heads up, here's who we got, how many we got. Have you heard anything like that?
Well, we've been told that there has been one level 1 person released in Arizona. I don't know if I can take that to the bank. I don't know if that's the total truth. There's been so much misinformation, no information provided to the states in which they release these people. Neil, the federal government has a few things that they have to do because those things are the things that we can't do for ourselves. And public safety is one of those things. You just don't release people that are incarcerated because one day you wake up and you think you need a bed or two. I was faced with a $3 billion deficit out of a $10 billion budget. We didn't release prisoners out of our prison. That's their job. And it's just so wrong and it's so unbelievable that they would do that. They have a responsibility to the people of Arizona. We don't know where these people are. We don't know why they were incarcerated. We don't know. We're led to believe that at this point in time that the majority of them already have left the state of Arizona.
But we do know, Governor, that many of them...
I don't know how they're going to find them.
Well, you just read my mind, because we do know that initially those who were released on the notion that, well, sequestration cuts were coming, so we had to go ahead and cut them off now. But, of course, that cutting before cuts go into effect, cuts that presumably wouldn't even affect this area of Homeland Security, are at best specious. So now I'm beginning to wonder what else we're not quite getting here. What else has been updated for you or passed along to you? Anything?
Well, my directors of Homeland Security, my director of Public Safety wrote a letter to Homeland Security requesting information. We have not even heard back from them. They just swat us away like we're a little fly, that it doesn't matter. And that's their job, to keep us informed. But, we work in conjunction with law enforcement on the federal level and on the state level. And these people are, if in fact they are in our community, we need to know where they're at and how they're keeping track of them and why they were incarcerated in the first place. We know there was level 1s, level 2s, level 3s.
When we were told there were none of those, yeah.
Exactly.
Governor?
All we want is a little truth-telling. Truth-telling is important, and we're not getting that from the federal administration.
Governor Brewer, thank you. Good seeing you again.
Thank you, Neil.